Welcome back, my darling diamonds in the rough. I am your exhausted favorite talking stone, and today we are back only a lot late. Only incredibly late. Because reasons. Lots of reasons. And I will discuss them in a moment. Firstly, okay, the main reason why it was pushed to 8:30 and then to 9:15 was I got back late and I was a little stinky. I was very stinky. I needed a shower. I needed to bathe. I was covered in sweat. It was not fun. It was not good. No, I needed to bathe. I needed to shower. That's the main reason. So I do apologize for that. I probably won't be this late again. And if I am, I'll probably plan for it better. It's just my plans not work out well in the slightest. But that leads me to the title of today's stream. I need to stay hydrated. You need to stay hydrated. So allow me to take a sip of water. Refreshing. Very, very refreshing. I love water. You all should stay hydrated. I really just couldn't think of a, what's the word? Oh, is Twitch alright? Twitch is fine, probably. Okay, but yes, I really just couldn't think of a, how do you say, is it alright? Sorry, give me a moment to make sure that's okay. Yeah, no, it's fine. I don't know what was the issue. But yeah, oh wait, let me lock my model so I don't accidentally move it. There we go. Now I can't. Okay, perfect. Right, water, stay hydrated. I could not think of a stream title. I have been taking my notes very, very lightly. I only have 3 notes, and they were all taken today, but you know, that's some progress. I'm sorry, I'm taking a lot of deep breaths. I am exhausted, physically. I have been sticking to my, schedule, or a little bit of my schedule. I can't say that when I was late to stream. My daily tasks, I'll call them, not necessarily schedule, because they don't have set times, they have set days. I've been sticking to that, which is good, because that was one of my mid-year resolutions, to be more organized and plan things out. But man, I really did not want to do them today. And I'm still behind a lot of my mid-years, blah blah blahs. Like, I have to read, I have to edit. I've been editing a little bit, but not at the level I want. I need to find the time. And I don't know when I'm going to find the time. But I will find the time. I will find the time to do all my stuff. Because I have 30 days past September, April, June, November. I have 2 days, 3 days. What is it? 51 hours. Less than 51 hours to finish my book. That I am on page 54 of. And it's 54 of 300, that's a lot of pages. 300, that's the acknowledgement page, one more page above that. 79. So I'm going to have a lot of reading to do tomorrow. Which, you know, I will do, but, you know, it will be fun. I can't say it won't be fun, it will be fun. Because reading is actually something that I was surprised how much I was enjoying it. With, when I'm in love with the villainess. Ooh, maybe I can do like a book club when I finish the book. That would be nice. That would give me something to talk about. Right now, at the point in the book I'm at, and it's been a while since I read it because it just has. There's just this one guy that everyone hates. And his name is Mr. Wickham. And by the title of the book, I don't think this is going to pan out well for him. The title of the book being The Murder of Mr. Wickham. Yeah, I don't think this is going to go well for that guy, but everyone just hates him. Which is very funny. It is very funny. I just dropped my coaster. Yeah. I love it when characters just kind of suck. We don't need another character who's really incredibly likable or has a deep backstory or something, or like some reason that they're acting the way they're, maybe through rose-colored glasses they're actually the good guy. No, we just want someone who sucks sometimes. We just need a bad guy, an antagonist who sucks. And based on the title of the book, he's not even going to be the antagonist, Mr. Wickham. But he is an antagonist in the daily lives of the characters in the book. But we just need more people in literature. In literature, we just need more people that absolutely suck, that are just terrible. Because I don't want to, like, sometimes, yeah, maybe caring for the villain is cool and all, but sometimes I just want to be a hater. They say, oh, being nice is free, but being a hater is free too. That doesn't cost any money. Hating. And Mr. Wickham seems like a dastardly fellow in this book. Yeah. When I finish this, because I will finish this, I will do a mini book club of it, I suppose. What I liked, what I didn't like. Oh yeah, that reminds me. I wanted to start a book club. Unironically, I wanted to start a book club. I wanted to get, like, the neighborhood moms out and together, invite them over, prepare a charcuterie board, maybe give them prepare some, like, red wine, some white wine. I don't even drink wine. I've tried it before. It's not good in my opinion because I don't like it. But I just think the aura of, like, a book club is really cool. Also, I want to read books more, and I feel like that would force me to. But I digress. Point is, there was no point. I just want to, like, riz isn't the right word, but I can't think of the right word, and it's the closest word I can think of. I just want to riz the moms. I just want... There's no good way to phrase that. You know, this is supposed to be a Japanese learning stream, but I'm failing to remember my English. I just want to... How do I say? Be a good host to them? And the reason I'm saying moms is because that's what I imagined a book club to be like. Neighborhood women who have children just getting together and talking gossip about the latest book. That is the, like, conventional idea of a book club in my head. I'm actually reminding myself of oh my gosh, this is... Oh, I don't know why I remember this, but I believe it was the Nickelodeon show, The Thundermans. They had a scene where the mom was in a book club. I believe it was The Thundermans. And then the dad joined, and there was hijinks. Oh, actually, it might have been Good Luck Charlie. Huh. Maybe it was Disney's Good Luck Charlie. I forget. But the dad joined the book club, the mother's book club as well. No, I think it was the Thundermans. And the dad joined the book club as well, and he was rizzing up the neighborhood moms, for lack of a better term. He was talking about the book so eloquently and so professionally, blah, blah, blah. And the mom was struggling to keep up. The Thunderman's mother was struggling to keep up with her husband, who was very well versed in what they were reading. So, I forget the convolution plot. This was the B plot of some episode. I just don't remember the A plot. And it turns out the wife was suspicious of the husband because, you know, men don't read. You know, just classic TV tropes, like especially with American, like, family sitcoms. The father always has to be not even Peter Griffinized. I forget who was the original inspiration behind Peter Griffin's stupidity, but the father has to be a herder, a little bit on the stupid side. So, like, the mother was very suspicious because my husband doesn't read. Men don't read. And long concluded, blah, blah, blah. He was stealing notes from her, I believe, and saying them at the book club. So she fed him fake notes, and classic Nickelodeon family sitcom shenanigans ensue. And all is well that ends up because they love each other or something. And just, oh, I was only doing this to love you. It's like, aw. And they made up, and they lived happily ever after until the next episode whenever they had a conflict. Because that's how these shows go. Ah, yes, the Thundermans. But I guess that maybe where is my source of book clubs come. Actually, I say that, but I was a part of a book club before. I forgot. I was part of a book club before. When I was a wee lad in grammar school, specifically, I think third. Was it fourth grade? No, it was sixth grade. No, fifth grade. Fifth or sixth grade. I forget which one. I was a part of the book club. I think I might have actually talked about... No, I might have talked about this indirectly. I was a part of a book club at my school. As like a supplementary like English reading class. Sort of. And we read the sequel to The Hatchet. I remember talking about this before. The sequel to The Hatchet. If Hatchet, you don't know, it's a very popular young adult book, I'd say, about a kid who gets lost in the wilderness. And he's left with just his hatchet. And he survives X amount of days until he is finally able to get rescued. There is a sequel to that book, where it becomes a little bit of a local legend, an icon, whatever, and then he recreates his living conditions with someone under a monitored scenario. But oh, things go awry, and people get sick, and they have to go to safety. But I do recall reading that for that book club. It was a very small book club. But yeah, book clubs just seem... To me, who is very boring, book clubs seem very fun. I'm not boring, I'm a stone. No, I'm not boring, I have my hobbies. I just like to joke about that because reading is, for nerds, I suppose. Right, we are getting very distracted. I can't stream for too long today for the reasons of, give me 1 second. Reasons of, I don't have enough time. Stream started late, but it cannot end late. And I am sad about that. Actually, yeah. Now that I think about it, a lot has happened this past week. Shout out to my last stream. Thank you all for watching. It was very much appreciated. I posted about it on Blue Sky, but that stream was my first stream over 5 hours. It was 5 hours and 30 minutes, which was insane. That Stardew Valley stream on Sunday. I could have kept going if I didn't have to be up tomorrow morning, the next day at like 7. I could have kept going much later. I felt like I could have gone for another 5 hours. And honestly, I was a bit worried about my endurance, my streaming endurance. I like when I first started this channel, I was a bit worried about how how long I could go on for. So to see myself be able to do 5 hours, like with ease, I'm very chuffed with that. And for all of you to stop by and stick along for that stream, it was very appreciated. Whether it was, what did the average view duration say, like 20 minutes or whatever? Yeah, whether it was less than that or more than that, it was very much appreciated. And it was a blast of a stream. What also happened was YouTube. We passed 50 subscribers. And that makes me very smug. It makes me very happy. Oh, the hearts in the chat, thank you. Yes, it does make me very happy. Thank you all for subscribing. I know it's just a number, but it's a good indicator, I guess. And it makes me feel that you guys are enjoying this maybe even half as much as I am. And I'm having an absolute blast. Sensei, hello Koyomi, how are you? I hope you are doing well. But yes, it is very much appreciated, subscribing, whatnot. And was there a third? There was a third thing. Was there a third thing? Oh yeah, on Twitch, I think we passed 10 followers. I think we dipped below that, but we passed it. So if we did that, we can do it again. It's great. It's absolutely great. And I am very chuffed. Koyomi with a... yeah. Indeed. Right. I think we can actually get started with learning. Oh my, I've been yapping a little too much. So let me make sure that it is up. As always, the site I'm using is gohonneko.neocities.org, which I realize I did not put in the description. So let me put it in here. Site I use. Bang, bang, bang. If you don't like that, if you don't like clicking random links, again, this is just if you want to learn on your own. Well, let's actually hop to it. Well, no, I have to post this first. This is the site I use. Let me pin this comment just in case someone wants to stop by, sees it's interesting, and want to try it out for themselves. Because these tools, they're not mine alone. They are, someone made them for a bunch of prospective Japanese learners, and it is fun. And we are on the right one, right? Yes, we are. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Right. So now, I think it's safe to say we can finally begin today's lesson. And to this, it feels like it's been longer than a week. A lot has happened, but also not a lot has happened. As weird as that sounds. But this does look like G, the katakana for G. And this is Pyo, P-Y-O. Okay, this is grooving. Oh wait, what is this? This isn't Wa. Wa has that little dash on the side. Is this just who? Yeah. Yes. Oh, lovely. Lovely. That is absolutely amazing. Yeah, it does feel like it's been a while since this. I guess not despite my best efforts. Because of my best efforts, it feels like I've done a ton this past week. I have been keeping up with my again, I won't call it a schedule because it doesn't have set times and days. It just has set days. I'm keeping up with my organization and my daily tasks, I'll say, which include a bit of exercise. Oh yes, exercise. That's one of the reasons I was late and stinky before stream. I was exhausted, but today is my day to do legs at gyms. Today is my leg day, and it was awful. It was awful. I hated it so much today because I was just sleepy, and I don't know what this word is. This is goo. Okay, goo. But it was just an absolutely awful day. I wanted to not do it, but because it's in my schedule, I have to. And it's not even I can push it back a single day because I've already had my oh yes, thank you. It's not even I can push it back, the leg day, because that's something more than things I really need to keep on schedule. And then my ride had to leave a little bit later, so I got to play basketball. And I like playing basketball. It's fun, but for some reason, mainly exhaustion, I was dying. I was absolutely dying. And again, it was fun. I won. That's the most important thing. It's not having fun, it's winning. And I did win because I am a winner. But I'm still trying to catch my breath, and it was probably an hour ago. Oh, speaking of basketball, I saw that new basketball deck builder. I watched Northern Lion play it. Well, I forget what it's called. I wrote it down in my notes, which I have been taking, which is something that I wanted to do more of, so I'm good. Clutch Time, that's what it's called. Not the rogue. Why did I call it rogue? I don't even know. Okay, this is a pretty big sin for someone who's online a lot. I don't know what roguelike means. I have to confess, I don't know what roguelike means. I know it's like or roguelike, so it's like, I don't know what those names mean. The only genre of games of that nature, not that nature, I don't even know what they're saying. The only subculture of games that have a name I know of is like fighting games. Fighting games being like games without checkpoints where you have to climb to the top or something. And that's a bad way to put it. But I don't know what roguelike means. I don't know what Souls-like, I'm assuming means like Dark Souls. Roguelike, I don't know what it means. I don't know what it means. And I feel like that's a sin for someone who watches streams of people playing roguelike games. Not that I could list a roguelike game. Not that I could list a roguelike game. I really should look it up, but part of me thinks it's funnier that I don't know. Part of me thinks it's just absolutely hilarious. The other part of me is terrified, but is also getting making fun of by that first part of me. So, I guess what I'm trying to say is, I am sorry. This is my apology for not knowing what a roguelike game is. But it's a deck builder game, the Clutch Time. That's the game I was talking about. Deck builder game. I know what deck builder is because cards are in the deck. I can understand that. That is English to me. I understand that. Oh, it's just J-O. I understand what a deck builder is, and Northern Lion made it look fun. And I believe it's only in beta, or not beta, but what's the term? Early access, yes. But, you know, if it continues to be fun, and it's something that my computer can handle, maybe, just maybe, it could be a stream in the future. Maybe. I don't know. It is something that I enjoy. Watching him play those games. Granted, Northern Lion makes a lot of things look fun. Actually, is that him, or is it that the games that... I guess... Wait, I'm starting to think that I have a similar taste in games to Northern Lion. Well, actually, no, it's just the content I consumed. I really started watching him on his, like, rematch games. Rematch being that new soccer game. And it seems incredibly fun. I'm a big fan of some soccer media. Not necessarily professional soccer, more like soccer manga, like Aoashi, which I still need to finish. I left it off as the end of it was coming. I left off midway through the last match, just so I could wait for it to finish, so I could reread that last match and experience me, because I was getting really sick waiting each and every week, and seeing spoilers is something that I couldn't actually read. So I want to clear my mind of the match, go back into it, and finish the series, because it just ended like a few weeks ago, or maybe a month ago at this. Oh wow, has it been a month already? It's probably more, actually, now that I think about it. But yes, it is something that I want to reread. Not reread, but I want to reread that match. Actually, I do want to reread it now that I say it aloud. I do want to reread Aoashi. Maybe in the future. Not sometime soon. I just need to finish it first. But also Blue Lock. Blue Lock is soccer medium that I'm enjoying. Really love it. Really think it's fun. Just saw the it's just starting off the new arc, the U20 World Cup arc, and Japan versus Nigeria is off to a pretty good start. It's very fast paced, and it's not yet falling into the trap of too many cooks. And I think was a danger that Blue Lock was facing in the NEL arc, the little youth team tournament thing, whatever you want to call it. I think it was the too many cooks was a bit of a, how do we say, something that struggled with, because on Isagi's team, the main character's team, you had a lot of people trying to grow and improve themselves. And I'm not going to give spoilers, but basically, on that team alone, we had, how many characters? Well, let me name all the characters that actually had importance to that entire series. We had Isagi Yoichi, Michael Kaiser, Alexis Ness, Corona, we had Yukimiya, let's see, Kunigami, Igaguri, who else do we have? We had a lot of people. Raichi, I already said Yukimiya. Oh wow, we had more. Gagamaru. I feel like we had more than that. Well, that's 9, and I know, actually I think it was rough. No, there was more. There's someone, Hiyori. Of course Hiyori. He had some of the biggest character development. You had Noah, and that's just 11 on that team alone. The characters that matter. Of course, you had your background characters like Benedict Grimm and the guy who said Smegma a lot. I don't know what was up with that, but that was a pretty decent point. But yeah, you had basically 11 relevant characters who needed to be included in the story, and that dove into too many cooks, especially when you account for the fact that other teams have characters that also need their screen time. I think you had like 20. You had basically 25 Blue Lock characters that needed to cook. Then you had, I think, about 5 extra youth players that also needed their screen time. Then you need 5 extra what's the term? Like coaches, master strikers that needed their screen time. So basically, you needed you needed to cook for almost 50 characters, and that's a lot. And this was a character development arc, or a character growth arc. So to do that for roughly 50 characters, granted, we'll say run down to 40 because some of the characters didn't need to grow, some of them already were developed, but roughly 40 characters that you need to write for. It's a lot to cover, even in 150 chapters, which is what it was. It's a lot to cover. But this new arc, I don't think is going to fall into the too many cooks, how you say, issue. Right now, because we were already acquainted with the Blue Lock characters, they had their training, they had their development. We'll get maybe sneak peeks of that. I don't think they'll grow more in this arc. And the other teams, like for instance with Nigeria that they're starting off with, we only have, it looks like 4 characters on the Nigeria team that we'll have to actually pay attention to. And I have to say, the designs are really good for the Nigerian team. The designs are really good. I really love them. And Nigeria's main guy, their striker, he's very positive, and I heard the readings of like he must have watched My Hero, because he just says it's all fine because I am here, and oh my, he seems so nice. He seems like such a nice guy, which is great because we have a lot of not nice people in this show, in this manga, in this everything. A lot of not nice people. And he's just always... I love it when characters smile. Smiling is great. I sound like a creepy old guy when I say that. But when a character smiles, it's nice. It really is nice. It means like they're enjoying themselves. And you can just say so much through a character's smile. You can say maybe they're nervous, maybe they're excited, maybe they're elated, maybe they're attentive, and it's just a lot of different expressions you can do with a smile. And when they smile, usually they're enjoying yourselves. And I know I said we need characters that everyone can just hate. We also need characters that are just happy. I like it when characters are just happy. They don't need a reason to be happy. Not everyone needs a tragic backstory. It's one of the reasons why one of my favorite characters in Blue Lock is Lorenzo. I love Lorenzo. He has a sad backstory, but he's just smiling all the time. It's great. He's very fun. Love Lorenzo. Absolutely love Lorenzo. He's just the best. He's the best. Little zombie man, gold teeth. He's fun. I love it when characters smile just because they want to. It's just fun. It is just absolutely fun. I don't know what this has to do with the deck builder clutch shine that I was talking about, but we tangent, I suppose. We definitely do tangent. Oh, this is Sei, not Sa. I always get that confused, that kana. Katakana, I should say. But, you know, whatever. Is what it is. Is this Bo? It is Bo. And this is Za. Okay, okay. And this is Zo. I would have put N if it didn't have the dots on the side. The dashes. And I need to learn that. And oh my gosh, there is a kink in my neck. That hurts. Yikes. That actually hurt. I don't even know what I did. I just looked at the screen. And I think I pulled a muscle in my neck. Wow, that is very unfortunate. That is the worst. But we are having our fun. We are just trudging along. And it is absolutely amazing. Right, and this is G. And this is Ta. Followed by Ki. Oh, and there were other things I wanted to talk about. What were they? Let me check my notes. I am actually really chuffed that I have notes. I'm really happy about it. Let's see. Oh. Another thing I watched, in addition to the Northern Lion in addition to the Northern Iron clutch time gameplay, was I watched Fuomoko Morning. I believe it was it yesterday's Fuomoko Morning? Or better to call it CCGG Morning. That's, that was a blast. That was a blast. I love, dynamic duos. And a little bit of a twist. Very, very novel. CCGG Morning. If you don't know what I'm referencing, Fuomoko Morning is like a short podcast, usually 3 days a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Not always, but usually at that time, where Fuomoko from Hololive English Advent talk about stuff. It's basically a podcast. Sometimes they do a little bit of funny stuff, and yeah. And today's stream, 167th Fuomoko Morning, instead of our lovely Fuwawa and Mokoko, it was Hololive English Justices, CC and Gigi. The dynamic duo of justice. I love their dynamic. They have an incredibly fun dynamic, and seeing the novelty of their Fuomoko Morning takeover was just... oh, it was great. It was just absolutely great. We loved Cece's... It's not Cece. Was it Cece or Gigi who did the pop? I believe it was Gigi. I actually saw an animation of it. So I really am confused as to why I'm forgetting who it was, but... oh shoot, what is this? Let me think. This looks like, let's see. This is... ends with an oo. It has that, so it's, Zoo. Oh yeah, it's Zoo. Yeah, I should know that. This is... oh, it's new. Oh, this is new. Man, I need to get that in my big old brain. I need to write that down. Oh my... I'm having my follies. I am having my follies. Well, mistakes were a lot of pretty, big this week, I guess, with the, memorization of 106 Stitches of Pi. I remember failing a lot about that. But yeah, I was, oh, that's cool. Okay, I need to memorize this better. But yes, in the stream on, I believe it was Saturday, where I memorized 106 Stitches of Pi, that was a lot of brute forcing and trial and error. But now I have a cool party trick that I'm not confident in. Well, actually, no, I'm pretty confident in. You know what? Let me test that. Now that I said that out loud, let me see if I recall my 106 Stitches of Pi. Off the top of my head, 3.14159265358979323840969492308998620899 862 803 482. I'm not sure if that's a 2 at the end. I believe it's 482. Might not be a 2 there. But after that, it's, let's see, 803 482. And this is, oh my gosh. I'm forgetting. No, I'm not. Wait, no, I am. Oh shoot, I did forget. What comes after 482? Oh no, I'm not. 534. Yes. 211 706 9. No. 798 2148. Those are the first 106 digits of pi. And I have them locked up in my noggin. I might have made a mistake, but who's gonna check? Who knows 107 digits of pi to check? No one. Absolutely no. Well, okay, a lot of people do. I'm not special for knowing 106 digits of pi, but it's a fun little party trick that not many people know. And I'm going to use that to my advantage. Because now I have something interesting to bring up when people ask me. When people ask me to be interesting on the spot, I actually have something I can do. Let's see, what would be the other interesting thing? Yeah, I'm trying to remember what interesting... I used to be able to go into a really deep lunge. That was my former go-to party trick. I would go into a really deep lunge to the point where the inner thigh of my elongated leg would be able to touch the floor. That's how deep of a lunge I was able to do. And I was able to do it with either leg. Whichever leg was extended. I couldn't do a split, but I could get my inner thigh in a lunge to the floor. Unfortunately, my hamstrings are not as stretchy as they used to be. They are somewhat reverted back to normal. And it sucks. It sucks. I miss being able to stretch. I love being flexible. And I'm at the point where I can actually feel the tension in my hamstrings sometimes. Mainly when I'm stretching them, but I don't want to feel the tension in them because it feels like they're going to snap. And that scares me a little bit. It does scare me. But I guess I just gotta stay hydrated and stretch in a safe but effective way. I love water. Oh man, water is great. I remember when I was a kid, my preferred beverage was actually milk for the longest time. Milk with breakfast, with lunch, with dinner, just by itself. Which I hear some people are a bit, or maybe I'm the crazy one about that. I hear some people don't like drinking milk by itself. And I don't understand that. Like, don't get me wrong, of course it's great to drink milk with something. Like, milk and cookies is such an iconic thing. But I can't fathom, I can't understand why people don't like milk by itself. Milk by itself is great. I mean, it's no milk and cookies, but it's milk and milk. We love milk. Milk is great. So, yeah, this is, I guess, apparently I'm the weird one for that, though. Apparently it's a pretty common thing to not be a fan of milk. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I grew up just drinking a ton of milk. It wasn't until like 7 where I replaced like water with milk for my main choice of beverage. Yeah, I replaced drinking milk with drinking water. At like, okay, maybe it was 6 rather than 7, but now I love water a ton, and I still like milk. I just don't drink it as much. Granted, I do kind of want... I mentioned this a while ago, but I have drank a half gallon of milk to prove the point. A point. In fact, I actually made a short little video out of it on my channel. What is it? What did I name it? I pranked the lactose intolerant. Or something like that. I named it something silly like that. Because of... I think I just like pranking the lactose intolerant. Because it's like a play on words. Because instead of him, the person I'm referring to, him being literally lactose intolerant, he's just intolerant of drinking lactose. And I thought it was absolutely just it's cheeky man for thinking of that pun. I thought it was so funny for such a simple pun. I'm not naturally funny, so having that really just butters my biscuits, I suppose. Pretending that I'm actually funny. But yes, I kind of do want to drink another half gallon of milk. It'd probably have to be for content, though, and I'd probably have to have some way of actually showing the monitoring of the milk, so I'd have to find a way to rig that with a camera or something. I don't know, it's weird. But it's something to think about for the future. I'll put that in my future ideas stream. Because obviously I'm limited by the fact that I am a rock. Wait, is my model just going off on silence? Let me check that out. Give me a second. No, it's weird. I'm just talking a lot. Okay, that's what I figured. But yes, that might be a nice idea for it. Not a stream itself. Drinking milk does not feel like a good stream. I feel like I'd have to be doing something. But as a part of a stream, oh man, that would be good. Like, every time I die in Elden Ring, I drink milk. Well, actually, no, I would just get through an entire gallon of milk. I would not even a half gallon. I'd get through a gallon of milk before I beat the first boss. I am not experienced at Elden Ring at all. I'm not experienced in any Souls-like games. Elden Ring is a Souls-like game, correct? I'm going to pretend that it is. It probably is, but I don't actually know. Again, I'm not too familiar with these terms. So, I am just going off of what I believe. And what I believe is that I would die a lot. Granted, that would mean I get to drink some lovely milk, but it's not the my ideal, I suppose. What did I suppose? Supposing what? I don't know what I'm talking about. But yes, milk. I kind of do want to drink another half gallon of milk. It seems a very novel thing to do. It seems like something that's very novel. Oh, pya. I'm so used to like G just being Ja that I forgot the Y. Silly me. This is Re. This is K. This is B. Oh, meh. Nice. Oh my. I am very tired. Physically. So please forgive my sluggishness. I don't promise that I won't be tired next stream, but I have to keep it up. I just hit my neck. This is part of my schedule. Streaming is part of my schedule. So I want to be good at it. And I want to keep it consistent. Whether it's a little bit late or a lot of late, I do want to stream on these days. Whether I'm tired or awake, I want to stream on these days. So I will. Whew, sorry, that was more of a pep talk to myself. But, let's see, did I have anything else? There was one more thing in my notes that I wanted to say. Oh, yes. Cosplaying. I don't know why I said a phrase like that to bring it up, but I am someone who is watching Dress Up Darling. And it's a lovely little show about cosplay. And I just want to do it now. I'm just looking at them making costumes and it's like, oh my gosh, that seems so fun. And then wearing costumes and, oh man, being part of like nerd culture and whatnot. That seems like a blast. I want to do that. If I do that, maybe I'll post it. Maybe, probably not. Maybe, I don't know. But I have cosplayed before. I have one pre-made cosplay that I got as a gift that I wore to a convention once. Oh man, that was bad. No, it was actually a pretty solid cosplay, but I got the largest size and it was still a little short. So I think I tore it a little bit. Luckily, only on the bodysuit part, but it's not the best. And oh my, I'm remembering some pretty repressed memories in regards to it. It's not repressed memories. I had an absolute blast wearing it. I even wore it in public. I left the convention in my cosplay to get like a sandwich from a chicken shop. And actually, I also watched the Five Nights at Freddy's movie in cosplay. I left the convention to watch a Five Nights at Freddy's movie. Do you want to know what the craziest part was? That was the only time that A, my cosplay got recognized, and B, someone asked to take a picture with me in my cosplay. Which is crazy. I cosplayed as Rensuke Kunigami from Blue Lock, and the only time that A, I got recognized as someone was from Blue Lock was when I went to the Five Nights at Freddy's movie. And the only time someone asked to take a picture with me was when I was walking to get a sandwich. When I left the convention to get a sandwich. Not even at the convention. Oh man, that's ridiculous. But it was really fun. I definitely recommend it, and that's kind of what I want to do it again. I kind of want to make a cosplay, but I also kind of am terribly afraid that I have no idea what I'm doing and can't make a good cosplay. So I kind of also want to buy a pre-made one. But I still have my old one. In my old one, I didn't have a wig for it. So I was hopelessly trying to find one the day of, and not the day of, but like the week of. And I found orange hairspray, and I was like, oh, maybe I can just use this. This is relatively cheap, and it won't mess up. That was a huge mistake. The orange hairspray did not, how you say, dye my hair orange. It dyed my fingers orange. I tried my best to like use like a folder to make sure it didn't go on my skin or whatnot, just so it would be hair only. And I actually even had a friend apply it, but at best it just made orange streaks, and it was really bad. And also, I mean, this is more embarrassing. I was in this cosplay at 6 in the morning, and I only took it off at like, I want to say 3 a.m. the next morning. This cosplay. And this is cosplay's pretty much a bodysuit. It's a bodysuit and then like a jersey on top of it. So this is very hot, very sweaty cosplay that I'm in. Because I'm in it for quite literally 21 hours straight. And it's a little small on me. And it's made me sweat quite a bit. And I hate to say it, the stereotype of people at anime conventions smelling bad, I contributed to that day. In my defense, again, I was in cosplay for 21 hours and it was a bodysuit. That in my defense, but I do apologize for being stinky. The sweat from the cosplay was actually mixing with the hair dye or the hairspray that I used, and I actually had like drops of orange running down my forehead. Oh man, that was ridiculous. That was absolutely ridiculous. Oh, and just the worst part was I smelled bad. Oh, also the convention was a bit hot, and I also drove a lot. I drove probably like 4 hours that day. Granted, I was in cosplay for it, but it was just a pain. 10 out of 10 would do again, but oh my, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry to everyone there. But yeah, I had an absolute blast. It was amazing, and I want to do it again. Maybe with the cosplay with a bit more air, though. In fact, one of the cosplays I was looking at that I might want to buy one online was actually, oh my gosh, I actually in the first place, but let me get back to what I was saying. One of the cosplays that I wanted to look at, maybe wear, was, oh man, this is embarrassing to say, but I wanted to get a cosplay of Mokoko from Hololive English. I wanted to wear a Mokoko cosplay. I want to. I'm, if I do, and for those of you who don't know, actually, let me pull it up. What I wanted, not what I wanted to do. Give me a second. I know I'm getting distracted, but it's good reason. It's a good rant. It's a good rant. Mokoko. I wanted to wear, and this is just a good reference, and I promise I'll get back to studying really, really hard in like 3 minutes. I pinky promise. I will study really hard in like 3 minutes. But the cosplay that I wanted to, wait, Mokoko, please. Oh my, it's lagging a little bit. Can I, Omniverse, what is that? I don't know. Is this like a power scaling thing? Omniversal Battlefield fan, oh, it's like a fan page. Oh, it's just a fan page. I don't know why it's called that. Can I just get this is just a Fuumoko thing, not a Mokoko thing. But the image was from here, wasn't it? I don't know what's going on, is what I'm trying to say. I apologize for the scuff. There is a lot of scuff, but, Let's try to pull it up. Why can't I click on you? I can't click on Mokoko for whatever reason. That's awful. I can't pull up an image like that. So let me try another way. Again, please pardon the delay. Pardon the delay. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm trying my hardest. Oh wow. The second thing that popped up is Mokoko Jewelry Shop. Interesting. There we go. There's the fan page. Let's go to it. Shall we? This is you may not notice this, but this is peak cosplay. Or this will be, or this might be. Yes, I'm a fan of how I don't care about the cookies. Well, I do care about the cookies. I wanted to cosplay this. Wait, let me just check that everything's running okay. No drop frames. Can I check the mic? But okay, yes, everything's going somewhat swimmingly. This was one of my things I might want to cosplay. I'm a big fan of like gender bending characters, but I'm also not like gender bending characters for cosplay. But with Mokoko, as someone who's not that talented, Mokoko has a pretty much not androgynous, definitely not androgynous. It's like a more tomboy aesthetic, which is more boyish than, let's say, a Nerissa Ravencroft or something like that. So, as someone who's not talented in how you say physically altering things to make it like a gender swap version, this is one of the Hololive English talents that would be easier for a guy to cosplay. Furthermore, well, let's go through the cosplay. The jacket and the shirt, has a masculine and feminine aesthetic to it, which makes it more comfortable to wear for a guy, I'd say. Of course, you have her alternate outfits, but I was talking mainly about her main one, with her main jacket, her main shirt, her shorts, her belts, and her shoes. And of course her claws, but her claws are different. And the bob cut is something that I feel... Well, I've worn a wig before for cosplay. Well, that wasn't cosplay, that was something different. Yeah. Oh my gosh, I'm getting on a rant. But it's just something that I feel that A, is not... I would feel comfortable wearing at a convention. And B, something that I feel that could look good on my body type at a convention. Even if it's very clearly like a gender swap version, because the gender is swapped. I'm a guy. Mokoko is not a guy. Mokoko is Mokoko, and we love her for that. But yes, it's it's pretty simple of a cosplay too. Not too many bells and whistles. But yeah, it's great. So that was one of the ideas that I wanted to do. Maybe. Right, back to Japanese learning. I didn't even have to switch screens. I just had to switch tabs. And let me X out of that. Whew. Let's get back into the swing of things. Oh, also, I want to say, if I am trying to work out a bit, and I am trying to diet a bit, to try and get visible abs, because I'm crazy like that. If I do, that also shows off my midriff. And if I'm at a point where I can actually be confident in my midriff, that would be amazing. That would be absolutely amazing. But that's more of a personal goal. And why did I not do the right thing? That's more of a personal goal. But I'd love to be confident in my appearance. Wow, I'm really messing up, aren't I? I really am. But yes, I digress, and we continue. Right? Right. Yeah, I think that was all my notes. I need to get better at note making. I really do. Because notes are cool. Notes are really cool. They allow me to rant for hours and hours. Oh my microphone. Whew. Let's see. When do I want to end stream? Maybe around 150, correct. I think that's a fair place to call it quits for today. again, this is just a bit of short stream, much later than usual, which I do apologize for. I did have my reasons, but I would always prefer to be on time. I would always prefer that. Oh, alright, let's just breathe in, breathe out. Which I'd say that too fast. Let's just breathe in and out. Lean back. Oh, I'm leaned back all the way for this one, to the point where my pop filter of my microphone's literally blocking my entire view of the screen, but I can see through it somehow. And this is... Oh, wow, I'm looking just through my pop mic. Pop filter, pop whatever. And I can actually see the words, but no, I just want to relax, and I want to type in Pew. This is RYA, and this is PU, which I was after cosplaying for 21 hours straight. Oh, sorry, that's a silly little joke. Lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Ooh, hey. And MYO. I'm sorry, I'm about to yawn. Yeah, this is a very large juxtaposition to how I was on Sunday when I was so lively playing Stardew. I was incredibly lively. Man, Stardew was such a fun game. And I don't even remember... I really need to take notes when I play Stardew because I don't remember where I leave off. So I go into like the day trying to recall what I did last stream and see if it ties in with what my plans are. For instance, they're very... Not for instance, but I know sometime in summer of Stardew Valley, there's this big fishing event that I want to do part of, and my title for that is going to be fishing related, but I also have no idea how close or far away it is. I believe it's on like the... I think it's actually a few days away from what I left off, now that I think about it, just calendar-wise, because calendar-wise, Stardew Valley, each season is 28 days. Each season is 28 days in Stardew Valley. So, what am I trying to say? Oh, this is, yeah. What I'm trying to say is 4 weeks, so, you know, day 1 to whatever is always 28. And I know I'm a bit past, I'm probably around day 17 is where it left off, because I remember harvesting melons, probably earlier than that, probably like 16 or 15. And I think the big fishing event was the last or the second to last week. So that's probably around day 21, I'd say. So my next stream should feature that big fishing event. But the fact is, I don't know, and I'm just going off of my guesstimation. Because I don't remember, because I don't take notes. I don't take notes on Stardew Valley. On where I leave off. Ah, man, I need to really rewatch my streams more often. I'm so, editor me has a backlog of streams he needs to get through. So he hasn't really been doing that. But also he hasn't had time to go through what he currently has. So it's a mess. Ah, it's a mess. I need to carve out more time in my day. But I can't cut anything. Well, Saturday is probably my most free day. But am I... Oh, actually, I need to look into the math for that. Okay, we don't... no, we will make it to 150. We will make it to 150. Or I will die trying. No, that's a crass way of phrasing it. I hope you all are sleeping well. Sleeping well and staying hydrated and just taking care of yourself in general. It's very important. You matter. And you deserve to take care of yourself. I love staying hydrated. I love water. I really do love water. I mentioned it before, it became my favorite drink, replacing milk around like age 6 or 7, but it's always refreshing. Actually, no, it's not. I remember one day I left a cup of water out for a very, very long time. I left it out probably for maybe like 36 hours. And I think I got sick from it. I think my throat got irritated, maybe with strep or something. I'm not entirely sure, but I got sick from it. Oh, hello, Mercury. Good, good, good. Yes, yes, yes. Water is great. I'm not sure if it was about water, but water is great. I love water. I absolutely love water. Even if it did get me sick that one time. But now I'm more conscientious about not drinking old water that was just out and open. I remember I actually brought a... Actually, no. Not I bought. I have something here. It's a Brita water filter. I bought it because my water filter on my fridge water wasn't working, and I wanted to drink water that wasn't absolutely terrible that made me feel disgusting. So I bought a Brita water filter, and I've gotten good use out of this thing. But now that my fridge water is working, this was like for a period of months where it wasn't working, I don't have a use for this thing. So it's just sitting in my room, collecting dust. And I don't like that. I miss it. I just want it to be happy and healthy. But yeah, now it's just sitting under like my desk, collecting dust. Which is sad. Where do you live? I'm in the northeast of the United States. That is where I live. That is where I reside. That's where I spent most of my life. All of my life? Pretty much all of my life. Right. Let's get back to this. This is a zoo. Lovely. Lovely, 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 lovely. Hold to pole. Okay. We are actually getting the swing of things. That's neat. Wait. Oh, no, this is A. I felt confident in that, and I wanted to pull the trigger, so I did. And that's lovely. That is absolutely lovely. Ooh, and this is... I have to recall this. It ends in the U. It's new, isn't it? But I need a better way to memorize it, because my memorization of new is just by trial and error. It's just that, oh, this thing that ends in U can't work, and this other thing can't work, and blah, 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 so it's new. And U. And I need to get a better way of memorizing that, I suppose. Right, and this is ba. This is ma. Ma? Who is this ma? No, it is ma. Yeah. It's been such a long while since I saw the hiragana of na. Ma. Sorry, not na. Ma. Wow. It almost... Yeah, that was strange. Maybe I need to practice my hiragana more. Hiragana is more used than katakana. Oh my, why I knew it was E. But anyway, yeah, hiragana is more used than katakana. So I should probably study it a bit more, especially because a lot of this is katakana. This is katakana for sho, S-H-O. Okay, this is hiragana for ha. What is hiragana? Oh, I am glad you asked. In Japanese, the writing is broken up into 3 types of characters, I suppose. You have kanji, which is more complex words. Then you have hiragana and katakana. Hiragana and katakana make the basic sounds of everything, and hiragana is more commonly used for most Japanese words. Katakana is more so used for like foreign words, like what's the word that I use katakana? I think trying to remember. Smartphone or sumaho. I believe that's smartphone. Uses katakana, I believe, or ramen, I believe too. But hiragana are these lists of characters here, and they basically make the sounds. And there are certain combinations, and katakana is a bit more... Is it more considered than strokes? I'm not even sure. They feel very different in writing. I don't know why, but I guess I can't. It has a certain je ne sais quoi. But for instance, this is katakana. Oh, sorry, this is hiragana. This is hiragana for ryu, R-Y-U. And this is hiragana for kya, K-Y-A. And hiragana is used mostly for, is more commonly used. It's used in most, from what I understand, which granted isn't a lot, but from what I understand, hiragana is mostly used in like Japanese words and is significantly more commonly used in katakana. And katakana is basically just a textured hiragana. For instance, in hiragana would be this symbol, and in katakana would be this symbol. It's just a different way of writing these symbols. So why are you learning Japanese? I want to learn a language. That's the, well, there's a lot of reasons, but let's start with the basic ones. I want to learn a language. I think language learning is cool. I think it will open up your horizon, open up your way of thinking, and because of that, it's something that I want to indulge myself in. Now, why Japanese specifically over other languages? Firstly, I think Japanese media is more accessible, more appreciated. I'm not going to say better, but I'm going to say it's more well-known, more appreciated in the world, and it's more popular. For instance, if you're a fan of anime or manga, the source 99% of the time is the source material is 99% of the time from Japan. Obviously, you have some things that are like technically anime manga. I don't know what to call them. Well, I know what to call like Chinese donghua and manhwa from like Korea, but and then certain shows whose source material are in different languages but are animated by Japanese studios. Basically, it's very much a good source of media. And then the third reason is the sunk cost fallacy. I feel that if I put enough time into this, into learning the writing system, it will be significantly harder for me to drop it. I want to stay consistent with this. I want to build habits with this. And laying the groundwork as consistently and firmly as this, I feel will make it extremely harder. The sunk cost fallacy. I could be wrong about that, but it's been working so far. Good, good, good. Thank you. I appreciate it. Whew. Right. This is Re. Yes. Okay. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Whew. What's your favorite anime? Let's see. I'd have to say ReZero. And I will say it's probably might change like 5 years from now, but ReZero is probably my favorite. I have a few favorites, but ReZero, Starting Life in Another World from Zero, is probably my favorite. I do want to read the web novels one day, or the light novels. I forget what exactly is the source, but I feel the anime is so well done. And I love the I love everything about it. I could gush about it for ages. What's your favorite anime, if you have one? Or maybe your favorite television show in general, if you don't. Well, I also like, just for television shows in general, I love Gravity Falls. That was something that was really fun watching while growing up. And I think the series just ended on a really great note. Man, I really did love Gravity Falls. I'm glad it ended, and I hope that its corpse doesn't get dug up and used for money and bled dry. Like for other shows. A lot of soulless reboots have happened, and those make me sad. A lot of soulful reboots, though, so maybe. But I think Gravity Falls really ended on a great note. It was such a well-written show. I really respect Alan Hirsch for that. But I also respect this. This being Zhou. Yes, it is. Lovely. This is Ne, and this is De. Oh, your favorite is Death Note. Nice. I really love, I watched it. I really loved, what did I love more? Lighter. I like the mind games between Light and Now. I had my, criticisms of it, but the Light and Now, essentially 4D chess match was absolutely amazing, I have to say. I really did love that. I think everyone loved that. I love the, I love the character that Light was in, like, the first 12 episodes specifically. I love it when people are just, well, how do I say Light? Light is insane. And I like it when characters are just crazy. He has this deluded sense of God, and I really respect that about how he's written. I think Elle is a perfect little detective, too. I love it. Demon Slayer and Vinland Saga. Ooh, I need to watch both of those. I hear really great things about I hear really great things about both of them, but specifically Vinland Saga. I even just sometimes say the quote aloud, "I have no enemies." I believe that's from Vinland Saga. I need to watch that. Demon Slayer, I've seen a little bit of it. I did drop it because I was moving back from college, and this was years ago. And I lost what episode I was on, and I never picked it back up. And I need to, because it's actually really... I think the animation of it's really well done. It's a really good shonen. It's a really good shonen show. And I think it's nice. But yeah, Vinland Saga is something that's definitely on my watch list. I think I was around... and I think I also dropped Demon Slayer at the worst time, because if I was... if it was like, I think it was before episode 19, I hear episode 19's one of the best episodes in the series, and all this build up to that, and I just didn't reach it yet. I feel like I did myself dirty with that. I really should at least finish that first season of Demon Slayer, or rewatch it. At this point, I think I'd have to rewatch it. But yeah, it does seem very interesting. Not very interesting, very good. All these, well, not all these. There's so many good shows in the world, and I think anime is a great way at telling a story. I love, how do I say this? There are certain things that animated shows or animated things can do that live action can't. And I love it when they take advantage of that. I'm trying to think of a good example. I guess... Well, I'll start with CGI. Oh, wait. Please drink water. You're doing great. Oh, thank you. And yes, drink water. I've been drinking water all day. I am feeling more hydrated than I was earlier. And staying hydrated is very important. But what was a good use of animation that I'm trying to think of a good example. I really can't think of a good example. That's like something that's so transcendent because of anime. Wait, man, that's gonna bother me. I have to look some up. I have to look up an example. Give me a moment. Animation perfection. Let me try that. No, that's just... Wow, that's... What? Huh. That's a Penguin Zero thing and also an AI thing, which is not one. Top 10 best scenes. 10 best animated scenes. Scenes. Let me pull it up. Let me see if I can get it. Anastasia, Toy Story 3. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. That is something that works. I think Spider-Man movies have been done really well. But Into the Spider-Verse, that was so well done. And there's no one scene in particular I can just point out and say, animation made this really well. It's just everything about it. It's so well animated. I absolutely adore it. I can't wait for the next movie. I can't wait for it. I just can't wait. Right. And this is Gya, G-Y-A. Oh, speaking of animation. Well, not animation. I watched, how do I say this? I, heard the new season of Phineas and Ferb came out recently. And I watched, I'm a big fan of, like, what's his name? Kean Carlisle's, I'm not sure if it's recaps are the right word, but, I guess recaps are the right word. Where it goes through everything, the good, the bad, the everything. And I hear, that, how do I say this? It's just absolutely really good. I know he literally just talked about digging up the corpse of a dead horse and using it for money or whatever. But when it's done right, like that is a perfect, not even sequel. It's not even a reboot. It's a perfect continuation after such a long time. Phineas and Ferb. Because of the snippets I've seen, 90-something% of it is just really good. Like, just as good as the original season was. Just as good. And then the original seasons were. Like, on par, if not better at some points. But I have seen some of the things of the animation. The simultaneous praises and criticisms. And I have to say, after watching King Carlisle's video, it's very eye-opening. I'm someone who, how do I say this? Is a fan of well-animated things, and I can tolerate things that are animated poorly. But there are some scenes that I saw that are so incredibly fluid. In Phineas and Ferb, of all things. And I just think that's absolutely beautiful. And then there's other scenes in the same show where it's just like very, herky-jerky. I think that's the right word. Where it just keeps snapping back and forth. And that's something I'm a bit less of a fan of. And I heard the reasoning for this and blah blah blah, but it's... How do I say this? On one hand, I don't want to criticize the animators because animation, the quality has gone up. And animators, I feel, have to do a lot more recently rather than what they had to do previously. But on the other hand, I don't think I've ever seen such a juxtaposition in the level of animation. I've never seen something that is simultaneously so incredibly well animated while also being so... Okay. I have, actually. Let me dial it back. I have actually seen something that is simultaneously incredibly well animated at some points and incredibly poorly animated. What I'm referencing is the second season of Blue Lock. It started off as what people were calling PNG lock. Because instead of animating things, you were just taking PNGs and sliding them across the screen. To the point where so many people were clowning on it. And then you have other scenes. Like you have that 360 shot of Shido scoring his first goal. Which is incredibly hype. And then you also have that entire last minute whatever of Rin versus Sei. And it's so incredibly well animated. And I don't understand how you have that on one end. Well, I do understand. You saved your budget for that, but the other stuff is really poorly animated. The third selection was not well animated at all. I apologize for phrasing it like that. I know animators are simultaneously overworked and underappreciated, but... So I do apologize for making a fuss about it, but I really wish it was all better animated. I've seen the beauty of shows like Jujutsu Kaisen. I just want one of my favorite shows to have the same level of love. Just sometimes I want them to be so beautiful. But alas, they can't always be. And that's okay, but I can yearn, and I will yearn for a better animation. Right, and this is the lovely, this is Shi, de Ji, de Ja, J-A. Ooh, and this is Tsu. Ah, lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Shu, Bu, Mo. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. I need some more water. I just finished my water. You know, I feel dehydrated today. I have been drinking my water, but I do feel dehydrated. But I actually checked my water levels yesterday. I forget what it's called. But there's a machine at my gym that allows you to measure your water concentration or whatever it's called. And it was pretty good, my water concentration. But I think I dried myself out today. I think I didn't drink as much water as I normally do throughout the day. So I need to make up for it. Maybe that's why I'm so exhausted. Maybe. Just maybe. Oh my gosh, it's Bia. We'll go to 160 and then we'll call it a day. So let's punch these out. Yeah, we did not do too great, but we didn't do terrible. I know a lot of our flubbing was due to fat fingers, I suppose. So I'll consider it a partial win. I will consider it a partial win. The last one is Ga. And we had ourselves quite the lovely stream. Right. Japanese learning is done for the day. A little bit of a shorter stream, only an hour, 20 minutes so far. Probably an hour, a little bit less than an hour 30. But yes, I'm noticing that we're not dropping any frames ever since I changed the resolution of the stream. And I'm surprised that that was the only fix I needed to do. I thought I was going to have to change the encoder, which I didn't really want to learn how to do. And so I'm really glad that I didn't have to do that. Also, right now, I'm smelling my candle. I don't know why I do this. I haven't lit the candle in such a long time, too. Which is a shame. It's a really nice smell. Actually, I say it's a really nice smell, but I kind of want my candles to smell stronger. I really love very strong but pleasant smells. Like, for instance, I have this sea breeze. I just knocked over my lip balm. But I have this ocean breeze, warm ocean breeze spray that I really love. Here, I'm going to spray it next to the mic, but away from the mic, just so it doesn't get on the mic. So, a little ASMR, I hope. Yeah. And let me fix what I knocked over. I knocked over something else. That's lovely. Oh, no. Lip balm, please. Okay. I did organize my desk a while ago, which I love because it's really nice. But it does mean that some things are sitting on a shelf. Also, I think my shelf is like slanted or something because things keep sliding down. Yeah, you're supposed to be back here. You're supposed to be over. Yeah, some things keep sliding down. Like my, I actually have a piggy bank. Wow, this thing's heavy. I should wait. You know, I'm going to weigh my piggy bank. I will be right back. I only have a normal people scale, but I think this thing, it contains some serious coins. So I will be right back. Weighing the piggy bank now. Well, I'm actually letting my scale roll up. I like to weigh myself regularly. I don't know why. It's like a habit I built. But piggy bank time. Oh, wow. Well, the moment of truth. This piggy bank weighs 4.4 pounds. According to my scale. Granted, my scale might not be off for something of that caliber of weight, but 4.4 pounds is insane. That is a lot of coins. That is a lot of coins. It is almost full. And I have been just putting coins in it for probably, I would say closer to a decade. I wouldn't say a decade, because I do remember emptying it, rolling them those coins up, and then giving them to the bank in return to dollar bills. That's a common experience, right? Do people roll coins? And turn them into the bank? I don't know. I don't know, but I do recall doing this to my piggy bank, so maybe it's been but it's definitely been over 5 years, probably over 7. So I'd say close to a decade. I wouldn't say a decade, but I would say close to a decade. Huh. Right. What am I going to say next? But yeah, I wonder how much money's in here. It definitely has been going down due to inflation. Or the value of it has gone down due to inflation, not the actual currency. Man, inflation sucks. I really wish, well, I mean, it has its upside in economic theory, blah, blah, blah. I don't care about that. I just want money to be worth stuff. Huh. Yeah, I want to spend money. But I also want to have money to spend. Oh, man, I have a lot of things to think about. Between cosplay, between going... I think I do want to go to another convention in the future. Like, sometime soon. I think I do want to cosplay there. So I'm going to have to actually put thought into that. And money. But I also want to upgrade some stuff. Like my computer. I don't really have... Well, I do have bills to pay, but I am paying them. So maybe I can. If I save up my money. And I have been eating cheaper, too. Because I want to eat healthier, I've been meal prepping tacos, mainly. And I've been going a bit out with them. I've been using cilantro. I bought a special spice for it. I've been using the lime juice as well. I've been going pretty far out with it. However, even going far out with making my tacos, it is still pretty cheap to just mass produce them. Or mass produce chicken and then just make the tacos the day of or whatever. It is still pretty cheap. I think maybe for... How much would $10 net me in terms of tacos? $10 probably nets me... I load my my tacos with chicken. With cilantro, let's go $11 to account for cilantro and lime juice. The lime juice I bought was actually like a little bit less than $2, but I've not even gotten halfway through it, and I've been eating tacos for like 2 weeks. But let's say like $10 worth of tacos. How much is that? In tacos, how many is that? Well, actually, let me roll. I need to roll a dice too. That's what I normally do at the end of streams. But $10 worth of like materials to make tacos. How many tacos would that turn into? Between like $10 worth of chicken, of tortillas. Would it be? Let's see. Well, I got... Okay, so... 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So each breast of chicken, I could probably get 5 or 6... Let's go be conservative. Let's say 5 tacos from that. I'd say probably somewhere between... I would say probably around 20 tacos. Is it really that much? Like 50 cents to make? Maybe. Or is it more than that? I think 20 tacos, and I think that might be conservative. And that's with cilantro, with lime juice. Yeah, that's a pretty effective meal strategy. I want to spend not too much money on food per day. If I could live a world where I spent maybe $10 a day on food, that's good. But ideally, I want to spend less. And I have been spending less, which is great. Because I hate spending money. And if I continue to hate spending money, maybe I can afford to upgrade some stuff. Maybe I can afford a better computer. Ooh, that would be nice. That would be nice. Because my laptop can run this software, but it can't run games. And I like video. I want to get back into video games. Maybe just casually. I want to suffer at the Souls-like games. I want to enjoy the fighting games. And this laptop really can't support that. It is not even close. I was able to stream a very choppy Jump King once. But it was very choppy. It was not very good. Right, rolling a dice, I rolled a 2, which is a pretty low number, but 2. Yeah, I don't know. What is 2? Huh. I can't think of anything special with 2. Oh, no. Is that bad? Well, let me just do a bit of an exercise. A mental exercise. Just saying whatever comes to mind. 2, taco, chicken feet, chicken feed, chicken hungry, me hungry, Stone hungry. Stone stomach. Stones don't have stomach, but this stone does have a stomach. Oh, yes. And the stomach is filled with yummy, yummy tacos. And tacos lead to 2. I don't know. I think this is the first time I failed for rolling the dice. Because I can't think of... Oh, you know what? I got something. Just the Two of Us. That song. Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. I can't sing. I apologize. But that song... It's been a while since I've seen that song. Heard that song. It's been a while. But it's a nice little song. Oh, my dice is still here. I didn't put it away? Oh, that's a shame on me. I thought I'd put it away. Let me just pop that back in. But yeah, I wonder how many songs that I really love that I haven't listened to in a while because I just haven't heard them in a while. I feel like songs have like, not eras, but like cycles of, oh, I'm listening to this often, and then it gets forgotten, and then nostalgia brings it back, and it loops like that until it dies off forever. In your personal feed. I know YouTube really loves new things, novel things. Really promotes that. But, yeah, I wonder. Oh, that reminds me of... it's been a while. No, it hasn't been a while since I listened to this, but I listened to it today for the first time in a while. Hololive Advent's cover of Team Tomodachi. I love that cover. I love that song. It's great. I really do love it. It's just very high. It's Team Tomodachi, Team Tomodachi. Oretachi nani e Team Tomodachi. It's very fun. And it has a certain aura. And Hiragana, is that his name? Whoever did the animation for it was just went all out. I love it. I really respect it. I love good animation. But that's enough gushing, and that's enough streaming. Right. Thank you all for watching. It is always appreciated. I hope you have enjoyed it. And if you have, maybe like, maybe comment, maybe subscribe. Or follow on Twitch. Right. But that will do it for today. Thank you all. And as always, have a day. I hope it's a good one. See ya.